here I am, putting in some smaller bolts. That fits so much better. Okay, that's that. So there's the wastegate. Cool, man. Cool. 18 PSI. Big question is, where do I want to mount the blow-off valve? Drill a hole right there. Stick that on. Imagine it's in all the way. Right about there. And the line will go underneath and over. All I have to do is make a hole that big and then weld around that flange and get it in there. Oh, I'm glad that's flexible. I'm surely not flexible. Oh, that came out a lot easier than it went in. Basically, put the O-ring on the fitting. Now I'm putting the bolts in. Yada yada. But I can get it tight. I have a socket, Allen wrench, and a crescent wrench. Grab it right here. A lot easier with a vise. It's pretty tight. Got the oil drain done, so focus the camera. So I did it on the side of the front. So what it'll do, it'll still effectively work, but it won't drain out as efficiently as I'd like it to. But with the AN10 bulkhead, this is about as good as I could do. It's kind of the things you just kind of have to work through, find your best solution given the tools and parts you have around. So now, I'm gonna measure roughly how much AN line I'm gonna need. So the fitting's gonna come off, I'm gonna say right about where my hand is, which I know you guys can't see it, but the fitting will be right about here where my finger is. And then it'll come down around the engine, and then I know it's really hard to hold this camera, and it'll end right about here where this is, because this is where it's facing, right about there. So what I'll do real quick, kind of measure quote unquote how much line I need. Let's say about 1 foot that way. And I'm gonna come around sort of at an angle like this. It's another 8 inches. And I'm gonna do a 90 off that fitting. So these 24 inches. So I'll do like a 3-foot hose and then cut it to length. But I mean, we're not far off from having this like mechanically done. Oh yes, hello. Fitting. fitting. Teflon. Alright, so here's the idea. I just went and bought this vacuum line. So I'm going to run it from the manifold, intake manifold, up and around, tie it to this vacuum line here. It's going to tee off right there, go to the boost gauge that way. And then this one has the filter in it to the blow-off valve. So that's done. For the wastegate and the boost controller, it's going to be mounted right here. So if you look over here, this is that piece that's missing. I mounted it right here, so it'll wastegate side's this way, turbo is this way. So the line will come up from the turbo, which is down there, loop up, hit the controller, go into the wastegate like so. So pretty simple. Now that I've kind of figured out how I want everything, I still gotta secure the snap ring completely, but that's exactly how I want it. I'm gonna take it out, secure the snap ring, and then get some clamps. Clamp everything together. Always forget the clamps. Alright, quick update. So all the intercooler piping is painted, kind of chipped a little, but it's all mounted completely. Blow-off valve is mounted. All the vacuum to the blow-off is done. I just put in the injectors, so now I'm running 550cc injectors. I need to wait for the harness adapters, but once I have those I can put that back in. I just have this kind of loosey-goosey because I was doing all that. Wastegate hose is ran. I think I showed you earlier, but the boost controller is on that piece over the ECU. So now it's going to be right there. So that's plumbed and ready to go. I need to put on some little fasteners, but it'll be alright for now. And what I've been working on, for a solid like few hours. Let me close the door. Open it back up. Is wiring this boost control or boost gauge. See right there. So boost gauge is right here. I've got the sort of mount for it here. I'm going to Dremel out a little bit because it is too tight. So once I Dremel that out, test it for fitment, I'll put it back on and mount the gauge correctly. But for now I just have drilled a hole through here, so that wire goes down, under, passes through, and under there. You just need your ground, your power wire, and the signal wire that goes to the actual sensor, which is up front. And then I just tapped into, it's like fuse 5 or 6 on the instrument panel. That pulls power from it. So this is real exciting to see. So yeah, all that's left is intake, exhaust. I gotta wire up my clutch sensor now because I haven't done that because I never had the pin for the ECU, so I bought an ECU harness pigtail, so I'm gonna take some off of that. And then I guess finish the boost controller, get that plumbed up, and I'll need a tune. Then it's done. So I guess I could get an AFR gauge, but I don't really need it. Just because the tune that's going on it isn't a custom tune exactly. It's been done before, so it should be okay. So I'm not too worried about it, but that's something I'd like in the future. But, I mean, I made a lot of progress today. I feel accomplished.